I love baseball cards. Got 'em, need 'em, got 'em, need 'em, need 'em, got 'em, need 'em.
Welcome to another edition of Pickups with Remember the Great Sports. As you can see, what's in front of me, it's a starting lineup talking baseball kit. And I'm going to open the box up, kind of show you what's in it, but I'm going to have to, again, make some cuts in the video to make this work because I just don't want to knock the camera around and you guys watching me open it. That's just a waste of time. So to give you just a little discussion on this item, I thought this was cool. I have yet to test it. I'm not going to pull it out of the box in this video and test it out. I'm going to just kind of show you the innards of the box, I guess you would call it, and I'll maybe shoot another video once I get some batteries and hopefully it works. I don't even know if it works, to be honest with you, and see if there's some batteries in there that I can use to use this. It takes 4C size batteries, and basically any items from this area, these handheld games, they all took like C batteries. I mean, I don't even know what takes C batteries anymore. I mean, around the house, maybe a kitchen item or something. I don't know. Getting back on track, this is cool. I saw this on the shelf and I'm like, holy wow. I remember these. I remember seeing the commercial. You can see on the top here, you can see I guess the father and son. I'll try to zoom out a little bit here. Bear with me, I'll edit out blurriness if I mess up, but sorry about the lamp there. Maybe I should turn that off. There we go. But if you look at the father and son playing the game there head to head, that's pretty cool. There's a clearance sticker up at the top here for $19.95 new. I mean, oh man, if I would have saw that for 20 bucks at a KB Toys. Oh, Toys R Us, excuse me. This is a Toys R Us sticker. And on the side here, you can see the original Toys R Us price was $79.99. And then they had it clearance marked down to $29.99. Then obviously the person bought it at the clearance price of $19.99. So to show you the front there, I'll just lay it down flat. That'd probably be the best. You can see that it comes with trading cards as well, and that's part of the big reason that I bought this was the trading cards, and they are inside, and I'll pull them out here in a minute. But flipping the box over, got a few more shots on the side here of it and stuff, but it kind of gives you, here's how to play, here are all the cool little features that you can do. Well, the box is not in the best shape, but what do you expect from something from 1988-89? Is there a copyright on this thing? I don't think so. Yeah, it doesn't. Oh, 1988 right there. So there's vintage 1988. And when I walked in the door with this, the first thing my wife said was, "You already got a talking baseball game." And I said, "No, I don't." I said, "You're thinking of the LJN talking sports or talking baseball player. This is a game." And she's like, "Oh, well, whatever. You don't need that." Well, you can understand walking in your house with a big box like this. It's a lot harder to sneak in past your wife than, say, a stack of cards. So when I walked in the house with this, she was like, "You don't need that." And I said, "Yeah, I do, dear." So let me pause for a second. I'm going to unbox this. I'm not going to unbox it on camera here because I just don't want to drop everything. I'm just going to pull it out of the box and I'll re-record and show you what came in the box here, okay? Alright, so I got this set up. Again, I don't have the batteries in it, but I just want to kind of show you the insides of the container here. These game cartridges, I believe, plug into these slots. You have to lift the thing up and plug it in, but the batteries aren't in, so I can't show you that. So I'm just going to lay those there. I think this one was an additional attachment where this came with the game. I'm not positive on that, but that's what I think is the story. There's an instruction manual. I wasn't gonna, when I was at the place, I'm like, I'm not buying this unless I have the instructions. So I didn't want to try to find them online or anything like that. So I, made sure that the instruction manual was in there. It tells you how to play the game. It also has these nifty scorecards, which I thought was cool as heck. Starting lineup, baseball scorecard. Tells you probably, oh, there's the Hall of Fame roster right there on that Hall of Fame cartridge. That's a pretty good roster if you ask me. I might do the batting order a little bit different. I mean, I don't think I'd bat Lou Gehrig second and Robinson fifth. I think I'd probably move Robinson to the 2-hole and Gehrig, down the lineup a little bit there. But there's the substitutes, I guess. That's a pretty good bench. You have Cy Young on the bench. Willie Mays on the bench. One could argue about that. But anyways, if I do decide to play this and keep score, whether it's with my family members or whatever, I'll probably make some photocopies of this so I don't use the original one, obviously. So that was in there. Looks like some unused stickers. If you looked on the box a little closer, there were a bunch of stickers and decals that you could put around the stadium there. ESPN, that is cool. ESPN, one of the sponsors. I don't know if I'm going to unstick these or not. I probably won't. I don't see the point. And it looks like there's a lot of team stickers here as well. I don't know. There's 3 missing there, so I don't know where those are. Actually, there's one right here off the page. But this is the real reason I bought this. Not because of the stadium. Of course this is cool if it works. But one unopened pack of starting lineup cards. Okay. And again, I'm pretty sure that these two go together. And I'll probably open them up. Yeah, Oakland, Seattle, California. Well, Mike Davis is on top and Mike Witt is on the bottom. So I'm guessing these coincide each other. And I'm debating on whether or not I want to open it or just leave it factory sealed. But in addition to those cards, there's a Ziploc bag in there with probably the cards that came with the game. And I'm just going to pull some of those out and thumb through them here. But I went on eBay and I saw a lot of these graded, PSA'd. Not too many ungraded ones. I even saw a couple autographed ones. But they were going from anywhere from $4 to $5 even just for the commons. You add Hall of Famers to it. Those went up even more in price. Sorry if I moved the camera there. There's a Hall of Famer. There's some Seattle Mariners. That's random. So that tells me that, oh no, Seattle's on that list. So this might just be Oakland and California, because it looks like the Seattle guys are here. Too bad these weren't made in '89, because you know who would be in here if that was the case. Another in Griffey Jr. Those look just like how to play the game. Mickey Brantley, Mike Kingery, yeah, Hardly Hall of Famer, Scott Bradley, Jim Presley, Alvin Davis, Phil Bradley. And here's some more Oakland. So wait a second. Huh. So maybe they came in multiple packs, I don't know. Because it doesn't make sense to have some Oakland guys here and have some in a sealed pack. There's Ryan Sandberg, another Hall of Famer. Mike Schmidt, Hall of Famer. Nolan Ryan. I mean, really? Nolan Ryan. That is awesome. That's probably the best one in here. Keith Hernandez, Tony Gwynn, another Hall of Famer. And as you can see from Fernando Valenzuela, Steve Sachs, Dawson, another Hall of Famer. Dwight Gooden. These are all the stars from that era. Roger Clemens, Alan Trammell, new Hall of Famer. Ripken, Winfield, Henderson, Mattingly, Boggs. Looks like a all-star batting order. Yeah, all-star lineup. Robin Yount, Hall of Famer. Another info card. Kirby Puckett, Hall of Famer. George Brett, Hall of Famer. Eddie Murray, Hall of Famer. Jack Morris, new Hall of Famer. Whitaker should be a Hall of Famer, in my opinion. Carlton Fisk, Hall of Famer. Ooh, and Henry Cotto, there's a biggie. Glenn Wilson, Dave Valley, Otis Nixon. He played for the Mariners? Huh. I don't remember him playing for Cleveland. Or, I'm sorry, Seattle. Obviously, I remember playing for Cleveland. And Otis played for Seattle. I don't remember that at all. But, anyways, just to count these real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, 16, 17, 18 Hall of Famers right there. Now, if you just do the math on that, let's say those are worth $1 a piece. I mean, those cards alone are worth $1 each. That's $18. Now, they may be worth more, they may be worth less, I don't know. But from what I saw on eBay, they're worth at least $1. That's not to mention all the other stars that I have in here from the era, like Strawberry, Gooden, Saberhagen, Valenzuela, etc. So, for $24.95, plus the extra bonus cartridge, which I've seen on, you know, again, this is eBay. I don't know if they're selling for that or if that's what they're asking for them. But these bonus cartridges sell from anywhere from like 12 bucks-ish. And I think the reason that I'm going to open this pack is how much you want to bet there's a McGuire in here. Canseco obviously should be in here. I can't think if there was maybe a Burt Blyleven on the Angels, because he was a Hall of Famer. I don't know if he was an Angel or Twin by 1988. Again, I'm debating on opening that because, you know, what's better than factory sealed? That's the way I look at it. But with these, I'm definitely going to be putting these in top loaders at minimum. I mean, these need to be preserved, these Hall of Fame guys, and I may even go as far as sticking all these in top loaders, because the only way you could get these cards, and I've seen these cards before. I want to say I have the Will Clark because I'm a huge Will Clark collector. I have the Will Clark out of this collection. I don't know what it's worth. I mean, it's got to be worth $1 or so, but I bought it, you know, probably for $0.25 or something in somebody's quarter box way back when. Didn't know what it was and didn't know where it came from and didn't really care. But it was a Will Clark I didn't have, and it was oddball, so I grabbed it. So this is definitely something I'm happy to add to my collection. I'm not so, you know, even if the stadium itself doesn't even work, I don't care. You know, just the nostalgia of having this contraption in your collection is just enough in itself. And, you know, I have a room, you know, that my wife allows me to, you know, keep stuff, and you only have so much room to show your stuff off. I mean, I would say 60% of my collection is boxed up and I can't even put it out just because of space limitations. And, you know, when my wife and I moved into the house we're in now, I was kind of like, you know, I'll try to control myself to all one room. So if we have, you know, family or friends or whatever over, I can just close the door to my room and say, keep out, don't even enter. You know, it's not even worth it. And the other thing, because we live in a small house, my playroom, I guess we'll call it, also is my video gaming room as well. So it's kind of like a man cave room, I guess you would call it. So because I have my video games and my TV and all that stuff set up in there, it's taken away space that I probably would have room for a collection, you know, to display a little bit better on shelves and such. So, but, you know, maybe we'll move to a bigger house someday. I can have a basement, you know, that I can set up my video games in and, you know, play games in the basement and have my man cave upstairs. I don't know. But when you have space limitations, you have space limitations. And, you know, this, you know, even if this thing didn't work, you know, this would be something that I'd just love to just like set out, you know, just as a discussion piece. You know, it's just that cool. You know, at minimum, I'll at least box it back up and I'll have it sitting in my room somewhere, but it won't be prominently displayed, unfortunately, just being a pile of other stuff. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I go back to, you just never know what you're going to find in a flea market or an antique mall. You know, 25 bucks might be a little expensive for this, especially not knowing if the thing works. But I go back to the cards. You know, the cards are what put me over the top. If I would have opened this up and the instructions were missing, you know, none of the cards were in there and it was just those stupid game cartridges, I probably wouldn't have bought it. But I don't even think you need the cards to play the game. I mean, I don't see anything other than, you know, it has this little asterisk at the bottom saying in the starting lineup, which maybe that has something to do with the game. I don't know. There might be some other viewers out there that have played this game, but I don't know what that means, you know, as opposed to, let me find Alfredo Griffin. No, he's in the starting lineup too. Here's a good example. All right, so Mickey Brantley, if you turn him over, this is the Mariners. You flip it over and there's no asterisk star thing in the starting lineup. So I don't know if that's you got to punch something in here to, you know, it looks like take out, substitute. I don't know. I'm going to have to read the directions, hook this baby up and see what's going on. So in closing, thank you for watching. Enjoyed shooting this video. This just brings out the inner kid in me. I don't know if any of you guys out there had one of these as a kid. If you did, please comment below. I'd love to know a little bit more about these. I'm going to do a little research probably before I post this video, but I'm shooting this the day after I bought it, so that's sticking up a little bit. But again, it's not going to stay down. Oh well, whatever. But again, thanks for watching. Look forward to seeing your comments on this one, and I hope you enjoy my pickup videos. Thanks.